Hello, hello. Happy Monday. And welcome to another edition of my Make It Monday, where each Monday I come up here and I share with you projects that I'm working on, or share a technique that I've just learned in hopes to inspire you to do something creative this week. I realized I did not put out a little notice about today's live. Time just flew by today. This weekend, I have been busy getting ready for Backstage, which is the leadership conference for Stampin' Up demonstrators. And I am busy getting ready for my swap. For those of you who are not familiar with that, basically, my kids, when they were young, they said, "Mom, that's your Pokemon cards." And sure enough, that is my Pokemon cards. Basically, we make one design, or it could be two designs of multiples of cards. And when you go to these conferences, you swap. It's a great icebreaker, great way to meet new people. And so I come back with lots of ideas, and I'll be sure to share that with you. Hi, Lynette. How are you? You should be getting ready to be leaving soon, too. I can't wait to see you finally in person in Vegas. I'm excited. Anyway, yeah, that's one of the great things about being a Stampin' Up demonstrator is having friends from all over the world. There'll be European demonstrators, Australian demonstrators, New Zealand demonstrators. It's just a really great party. 750 of us descending upon Las Vegas. That is kind of scary in some ways, but hey, if you're in Vegas during this time, you will not miss us. Anyway, so while people are getting notification that I'm on live, let me remind you about the kit sale. So there is a kit sale still going on until August. The kits are anywhere from 10, 20, or 30% off. And it's a great time to stock up for gifts. As you can see, each kit comes in a nice little box like this. So for presents, you are done. You just need to wrap it up and you are done. And if you are needing a head start on the Christmas holidays, you can start out with the tags. This is the latest tag kit, craft kit, called Festive Tags Kit. And you'll be making 15 of this. Well, there's enough materials to make 15 tags. And there's 5 designs, and you'll make 3 of each. Okay. These are really beautiful tags, and they're sort of interactive, double-sided, so it's really beautiful, worthy of becoming an ornament, if you will. So all of this is inclusive in the kit. Everything you see here is in the kit. And in fact, this is a kit where you hardly ever do stamping because even the greeting here is stickers. So there's also potential to make more tags than the 15 because if you want to separate this out, this is perfectly fine to stand alone as a tag by itself. So yeah, use your imagination and add on whatever you have in your inventory, in your stash, and make tags. Tags are something that I always do every Christmas. I may not do a Christmas card with the family, but all the gifts that I gift my nieces and nephews all come with a handmade tag. It's the very least I can do. Anyway, so yeah. So these are on sale. And originally they are let me see how much. Originally $13, now they're $11.70. So $11.70 for 15 tags. What a great deal, right? So this, I will also put a link down in the description box below after this video airs for a listing of all the kits that I have in stock on Guam that is discounted. So I have quite a list, and if you purchase from me locally, you save the shipping. So I just wanted to get that out so that I could have more room for other things. Okay. So what have I been working on? I have been working on my swaps. Oops, that's pretty glary there. So for those of you who saw my video last week, I think you saw that I made these side opening, closing treat boxes. So I went ahead and I have cut and readied them because I'm not going to fill them up now because I don't want it to be squashed on the way to Vegas. So these are getting ready to be stuffed when I get to Seattle, and I'll fill them up, and that will be one of my swaps. So that's what I've been busy with. And for those of you who have not heard, there is a new mini catalog that will start out in September, and this catalog is available. If you are interested in one, let me know, and I will grab one and deliver it to you, or you can stop by and pick it up at my work. All right. So of course I cannot show you what's inside, but for today's video, I wanted to share with you what I have purchased and what I am enjoying playing with. I know it's kind of mean that I'm showing you things that you cannot purchase right now unless you are a demonstrator, but hopefully it will get your brain turning in prepping yourself for the holiday crafting season. Okay, so what do I usually get in my pre-order? Paper. You cannot, I am a paper lover. In fact, I loved paper before I even knew how to stamp. So this is one of the first packets that I bought, and it's really nice colorways. And I usually recommend people purchase the paper. I love paper because even if you have a whole closet full of stamps, Christmas stamps, one way to freshen up your cards this year is through papers. So, for example, this particular design, this is kind of a Christmassy theme, right? It's a great way to think of different color trends. So who would think that pretty peacock and golden wheat will go together with this red to make such a striking color combination? I love it. And so, in fact, this is probably going to be the color combination that I am getting. So by getting paper, it really freshens up your stamps. It's usually the colors are trending, and it also gives you great color combinations. So, for example, this one, right? So let me show you what I have done. So this is the first card. So all the cards that I'm showing you today have one theme, is they are simple, and they use the designer series papers as the main thing, the main element, and it is easily mass producible. So I know, you don't want, of course, there are certain people in your life that you want to make a really beautiful, intricate card. Go for it. But for the most part, when you just want to send out greetings, but you don't want it to be plain, vanilla, cheapo cards, right? So these will fit the bill. They're easy to make, and they come together pretty quickly. So this one is really simple. It just uses one strip of paper here and little twine here, and that's it. And this particular stamp set is one of the new stamp sets that we're having that will be in the new catalog. I love sentiment stamps. I think I've said it many, many times. Besides paper, I just go for greetings, sentiments, and this with these big fonts, love it. Because if you're looking for a one and done type of a stamp, you're looking for, minimal work, maximum impact type of a card, this is it. This is it. You can emboss, you can do so much with it because, it's just that kind of a stamp. It's the little black dress, if you will. So here's one card. And then let me show you another thing that I've done with this that takes advantage of the color combination that I normally would not even think about with the golden wheat. So this particular card, again, I am borrowing the template that I shared. I think it was last week, wasn't it? My weeks are just melting together. So this particular one, I'm doing the partial embossing and inserting a design series paper in the middle, right? And this is something new as well. Let me show you. this is what we call the adhesive backed glitter sequins. A must have. Must have. It's just the right amount of bling for your card. I mean, you just need to get that. So, yeah. So who would think that golden wheat will factor into a Christmas card, right? This is from one of the new sets as well. Trying to remember what the name of it is. Here it is. Let me show you. So it's called Throughout the Year. So it's got all kinds of sentiments. See, I told you I purchased all the sentiment sets, or not all, most of the sentiment sets for this particular one. And for this particular card, I wanted to point out this one uses this die. And you would be, if you looked at it, it's like, oh, it's a little smaller than what, how did I do this? Well, if you're interested in knowing how I did this, message me and I will share with you how it's done. It's really simple and it just makes all your dies so versatile, so useful because you can custom make how big, how long your greeting is, right? So, yeah. Okay, so I wanted to show you that you can use this to increase the width of the die by just this little simple trick. So if you're interested in knowing how, let me know and I will show you. So these are the two cards. And, oh, so this is a new embossing folder. And again, another must buy that I always buy in my pre-order is the embossing folders. So this particular embossing folder is called Christmas Tidings. It's so cute. Look at that. Okay. So this is how it looks. And another way that you can work on that, here's another card. Yep. So this is a great way to feature the different colorways and designs of a particular designer series papers. And I use this, I wouldn't call it a trick or a shortcut of making card, because it's really minimal effort, maximum impact. I mean, look at it. And you know these colors and designs will go together because they're all professionally designed by Stampin' Up artists, right? So this is also one of the newer packs of paper that's in this new catalog. And this is how I used the embossing folder. I basically embossed a little section. I cut out the circle, and then I also cut out this little gingerbread man, and I cut out the trees. Let me show you. So there's that, and there's the tree. So that's something that you can do. So an embossing folder is not just for background. Think of it using, as a tool for individual items. Like you can easily cut this out as well. You can cut this out. There's these ornaments. You could definitely cut out the words out. So feel free to use it in more than just the obvious ways. So this is this card. What do you think? Okay, so another great and easy card that is so easy and also maximizes the paper is this particular card template. So what you need is a 12 by 4 1/4. So 12 by 4 1/4, and you are going to score it at 5 1/2 and 5 1/2. Okay, so what's going to happen is you are going to get a card like this. You fold this back, right? Let's see. And what I'm going to do is, let me grab my glue here. So you are going to, oops, get going here. This is an oldie but goodie type of a simple way of making, using your designer series paper. So you've got both the front and the back together, okay, to make this card. And so So how you stiffen it up to make it a little bit more hefty is based on this here. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this on here. Hi, Sally. Thanks for joining. And hope you're keeping dry today. It was so rainy this morning. I thought the weather was going to improve, so I went walking this morning, and halfway through it started drizzling, and I said, well, it's no biggie. It's just drizzling. And before you know it, it just became torrential rain. So I was all wet. And what you do next then is just add a greeting. So this is from the Joy to You set. And I am going to just mount this on here. See how easy having this humongous greeting helps you make a card so simple? So I'm going to mount this here. And there, you've got a really simple card. And as I said, these cards are meant for mass production. And it showcases the paper, right? It's easy peasy. So this is part of the, what do you call this? Merry, Bold, and Bright series. And very bright. So if you like bold, modern designs, this paper is for you. So there's also this light. So I don't know. Which kind of light do you like? You like the little fat bulbs, or do you like these little skinny bulbs? I was surprised to have them both here. I kind of like these fat bulbs, but now you have a choice. You can have the skinny bulbs or the fat bulbs. Anyway, so yeah, so this is a very bright and cheery modern look paper. So that's the one that we did, and here's another option if you don't want to mount another, is basically I just used what do you call it? The die, right? So there. Easy, simple, okay? So another easy way to use designer series paper is this particular design. So you're going to start out with, let's see, this is 4 1/4, and I believe this is 1. So this is 5 1/4 by 5 1/2, right? Scored at 4 1/4, and I embossed this. And you're going to take one sheet of paper. See, this is another one of the new designer series paper. And really nice background too. And all you're going to do with this one is you're just going to glue it on here. So let me just make sure that it's on the right. Is it this way? Do you think? Oh, I think it's this way. Ooh, I don't know. Do you think the cones should be facing down or up? Shoot, I forget, because this is kind of non-directional. I think, you know what? Who cares, right? Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and glue this on here, okay? And there's your card. Isn't that awesome? So that's done, and it's just waiting for your greeting. And let me show you another variation. So you have no time, this will do, right? If you have just a little bit more time, you could jazz it up a little bit. So for this one, I went ahead and die cut the edge, okay? And I used this, the pebble path, because the back side is pebble path. Isn't it awesome? And again, using a larger white here, again, to give it a little bit more heft. I mean, in this day and age, when postage rate is going up, this Christmas, I'm definitely looking at card styles that are just a little bit more flatter, right? Not too much bulk and lighter, so you don't run the chance of having it returned for more postage. And so this particular one, I went ahead and embossed it. Let's see, can I show you? There. I think you can see it. It's embossed. right? So again, this is if you have time. If you don't have time, I'm sure you can just stamp it on white and stick it on here and it will just be fine. And this is white baker's twine, right? So that's that. And one other card I wanted to show, oh, and also another card that I wanted to show is this one here. So this particular card, I'm using the paper. It's called One Horse Open Sleigh, and this one right now is available, and it is an online exclusive paper. I think I've shared some designs with you last week or the week before when I'm doing the Trucking Along stamp set. So for this one, I also want to show you, I've embossed, see, I've embossed the greeting. When you have big words like that, big chunks, it's so easy to emboss, and it really showcases its beauty. Okay, so I embossed it in on vellum. Okay, and what I did to glue this, because you know we're always thinking of ways to hide the glue when you're using vellum, is I concentrated the glue on this line, because you know this is thick, right? So you can dab little dabs of glue here, and I think I dabbed a little glue here and there. But what I also did was, see the trees here and the little puddles here? That's where I put some glue on, because once you smear it, it really doesn't show that much. And of course, another way is, you know, where I put the sequins here, that's where I hide some more glue. And it also helps to keep the vellum on the paper as well. It's just kind of a softer version. You can pretty much just stamp on the paper if you want, but you know, we're always looking for that extra touchability for the card, and so this is what I did. So I think one of the one of these the sequins fell off. Oh, bummer. I'm trying to see where did it fall off, but anyway. So see, I am really enjoying using these sequins. They just add the right touch of shine to your card, and best of all, it's flat, right? It's flat, so you don't have to worry about bulky letters that the post office is going to send back for, you know, extra postage, right? Okay, so that's all I wanted to show today. I know it's going to be a short video, as I've been kind of preoccupied getting ready for backstage. And would you believe it, I still have not really decided on my card to swap. I've decided on the 3D item, the treat box, to swap, but I have not yet finished my cards, and I'm kind of running out of time. But anyway, I work well under pressure. I'm a procrastinator, so I'm sure I'll be fine. So anyway, so I did want to let you know that next week, this time, there will not be a video, as I will be up in the air heading to Seattle before going to Vegas. But believe me, once we land in Vegas, you're not going to want to miss keeping tabs on my page, because I will be sharing with you all the videos of what is happening in Vegas, what I'm seeing in Vegas, and you will want to follow along. So be sure to make note of that and follow along my adventures in Vegas. All right? Yes, you too, Lynette. Safe flight. I think you've got a longer flight than I do. We'll have to compare and see who wins the prize of flying the longest. Because I think you're able to fly directly. Are you flying directly from Melbourne to LA? I think you might be able to. But I'll be flying from here to Narita, Tokyo, and then Tokyo to Seattle first, right? And then Seattle to Vegas. So I will see you Thursday for dinner. Yes, cannot wait. Okay, so let's just review all the cards that I've shown you today. So this is one. And then this one is a design that I want to show you that's just so easy and quick to make if you run out of time or you need to mass produce. Here's another kind. See? These are all not new rocket science type of breakthrough cards, but these are like oldies but goodies, right? Sometimes, you know, you hear about it, you've done it before, and you forget about it, but time to resurrect it. And also, hopefully, that you are getting ready to work on your Christmas cards. So here's another one. And this one. This is actually my favorite because I'm really, really liking this color combination, the pretty peacock with the golden wheat for the Christmas. What do you think? Do you like this color combination? Or are you a modern, bright person? Okay, so yes, that's great that you have a direct flight. Yeah, we don't. We have to go through either Honolulu or Tokyo to get to the States. So, but that's fine. I love shopping in Narita, so that's always a good excuse to fly through Narita. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Whether you're watching it live with me right now, or whether you're watching this in the replay, I appreciate you hopping on. And please do remember to comment below so I can say hi and thank you for joining me. And if you have any questions, be sure to either comment in the comment section below or message me. I will be happy to help. And don't forget the catch sale, because it's really a great deal. Great for upcoming holiday presents, you know, school, teacher gifts, little kids gifts. There's one for every person on your list. I can guarantee you that. Okay. So again, there will not be a video next Monday, but there will be other videos. You can be sure of that. So you're not going to miss me too terribly. Anyway, okay. Thank you, Sally. And thank you. Yes, I will have fun in Vegas. We always do. Becky and I have a great time, and I always look forward to the trips. All right, thank you again. And again, if you are needing a catalog, reach out, and I will get one to you so you can start marking dog ear, making a note of what you want for Christmas, right? Okay. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye.